To use Classtime, you're going to go to classtime.com, and then you're going to choose Teacher Login, and then you're going to choose Sign in with Google. Remember, you are signing in with your school Google account. Once you come to this page, just click the X button. You could see here on top that we have a schools and institutions 4-month license, which means you are getting a better subscription than premium. Now, you could see here that if I choose classes, let's choose the button Import from Google Classroom. Just sign in with your school account again, just to verify. Just choose Allow, 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 and Allow. Then one final time, you choose Allow. So right now it's importing all your classes from Google Classroom. Whatever classes you see here is what Classtime actually imported. The ones that you do not want to choose, you could click the X button, delete them. So right now I just want my one class to be synced with Classtime. If you click on it, you could see here are all the students that are in the class. You could also invite a co-teacher. So all you would do is you would start typing in the name of their email, and then you would click on Invite. And this is your class ID if you ever need it. But we will not need it because we just imported our list of students from Google Classroom. Now, the most important thing I want to show you is the library. If we click on the library up here, you could see here there are over 30,000 free questions on any subject. So let's type in something that we're studying. So if I were to type in something that we're learning in class, for example, ribosomes, you can see these are the ones that come up. There are 19 results. Many of them were from Khan Academy. If we click on it, you could take a look at the questions. If you like the questions, you would choose Add to My Library. We could even, let's try an ELA. I'm going to click on this one. And again, you could look at the questions. If I like this, I could add it to my library. And let's try math. Here's your questions. Let's choose Add to Library. Once we click Sessions, we're going to come to this page, and it tells us all of your sessions will be listed here. To start your first session, go to the library and click on Start Session. So let's go back to Library. And then you could see here that these were the question sets that I added to my library. So say that I want to start this session that has 9 questions for my students. I'm going to click on Start Session. And then you're going to see these are the options that you have. Would you like to shuffle the answer options and the questions? Enable partial grading, enable round-based mode, session reflection, which you could see here. Activate to ask your students to reflect about this lesson after finishing all questions. So this is automatically selected. You could deselect it if you want. So show solutions immediately. Allow only one attempt per question. Do you want this to be timed? Do you want them to only be allowed to take this maybe for 30 minutes? Or maybe one class period, 40 minutes? And then under session schedule, you can open up the session at a specific time and end it at a specific time. And this would be useful for beginning and ending a session during a specific period of the day. So right now, I'm just going to choose these options. I'm going to click on Proceed. And it says here now, here you will see every student's learning progress in class. So let's look at the preview. So see, this is just a preview. These are not actual students, but this is just showing you how it would look for your students. So here you could either deactivate all questions, and you could see here once the students are actively taking the assessment or whatever, this homework that you assigned them, the ones that they are getting correct are checked in green. The ones that they are getting wrong are checked in red. And you could see in real time exactly who is participating and who is not. So this is really great to know too if students are actually paying attention in your class. If we click on a specific tile here, I could see the name of the question and if they got the right answer. If I choose one of the wrong questions, I could see that the student chose the wrong answer and then the correct solution, which is A. But I love this because you could see everything in real time. Again, you have this option free for 4 months. If you want to shut everything off, just choose deactivate all questions. But again, if you turn on that timer, you won't need to do that. And if you click on settings, the same settings come up again. Okay, so I'm just going to click back on sessions. And you could see here, I already started the session. It's in blue. Right now it says all classes and there's nothing here. So I'm going to click on this. So I'm going to click on invite class. I'm going to choose the class that I want to take this assessment. Choose invite. You could see all their names popped up here. And then I'm going to click on this link. And it says link successfully copied, paste to share. I'm going to go into Google Classroom. And I'm going to choose classwork, create, and then I'm going to choose assignment. I'm going to put the name of the assignment. And then choose the link. Paste in your link. Choose add link. And put it under your topic. Choose assignment. So now I'm a student and I'm going to click on the assignment. And I'm going to click on the link that is provided to me. The student would choose login with Google. They choose their Google account. And now you will see that the session will start to load. You could see here, this is the question. They could choose whatever answer. They could even skip a question and go on to the next question. So let's choose an answer. I'm going to choose answer. It says that I got the question wrong. It also gives you the correct solution. But you could see here that I can't take the assessment again. So now let's go back to the teacher mode and see what the teacher sees on their dashboard. So this is the dashboard. The teacher could see that the student is logged in. They're authenticated with a Google account, and so far the student has only answered question 1. Teacher could click on it, see what question and answer that the student chose, and also the correct solution. So right now the student didn't do anything else. Let's go back to student mode. Let's go to number 2. I'm going to just choose one of these, click answer, and I got the answer correct. Let's go back to teacher mode. Teacher mode, you could see here that the student answered this correctly. Once you would like to end the assessment for students, you could choose the end button up here so the students can no longer take the assessment. Click on end session. If the student was in the middle of answering the assessment, this is what shows up on their screen. No more answers can be submitted. Click OK. See, and a student can't click anything. So now that we go back in teacher mode, you can see the number of points that the student got. You click on export. You could export these grades to Google Classroom. Choose to see them in Excel or PDF. Let's go back to sessions. You could see here now that the session is turned off because this is a gray button. So now that we're back in library, let me show you another way you could create an assessment. If you choose Create Question Set, you could make your own question set and click on Save. You could choose New Question. Here's your question that you type in. You could add more details here. You could add an image, add YouTube, add audio. This is your multiple choice. You could choose a categorizer, check boxes, highlight text, hotspots, check boxes, multiple choice, sorter, and free text, which is open-ended. You could also put in standards. So now if we go back to library, if we click on an ELA assessment, let's click on it, and you could see all of the questions here. If you click on it, you could edit the question, you could edit the points. You could choose if it's a true or false question. And again, you could put in your own questions. Especially if it's a higher level class, you might want to choose highlight text because that is a question similar to the NJSLA assessments. And then you click on Save Question. And if you want to add any other questions here, you could just choose New Question. You could also choose Preview Mode. And if you want to choose Print, you may also too.